Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Cynnnical, and today for you guys I've got some exciting Kingdom Hearts news. Today we're going to be talking about a possible multiplayer / online component for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes, of course, Tetsuya Nomura actually made a comment on multiplayer, and as you guys know, there were tons of interviews at E3, there was so much information going around, all that sort of goodness. So yeah, anyway, Engadget was actually one of the, I believe, like the only sort of organization to ask Tetsuya Nomura about multiplayer. And I know for, there's like a few of us, we're sort of hoping for some sort of multiplayer component to Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I'll get into what I preferably want towards the end of the video, but first of all, we'll go into the news. So, basically, Engadget asked, given that the game is coming to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, how are you tackling online? Tetsuya Nomura replied, online is certainly part of my wish list. We want gamers to play for a while, and an online component helps this. While we may be focusing on the main campaign at the moment, but it's not as if we're going to tack on an online function at the end. In fact, we've already got plenty of ideas brewing at the moment. However, we're still not at the point where we can test these ideas inside the main game. So right there, it goes to show you that yes, Tetsuya Nomura is sort of interested in adding some sort of multiplayer online sort of function or component into Kingdom Hearts 3. And honestly, I mean, that's good enough. The fact that he said that it's part of his wish list, it's on his sort of perhaps things to do for the game, and on top of that, he also mentioned how an online component helps this. Now, one of the best things about online multiplayer on games is it adds a sort of sense of replay value. With Kingdom Hearts, it's always pretty much been a game where it's just, a single player experience. You play through, the game, you do the story, then you do all the side things, well, then you're done. And the only reason you'd sort of come back to the game is for the purpose of, oh, it's been a year since I last played it, let's go back through it sort of thing. But online multiplayer gives you that sort of sense of, okay, let's play through the game, let's finish the story, let's do everything in the single player aspect of the game, and then we can indulge in the multiplayer. And that's the biggest and greatest thing about multiplayer games, is it's something that doesn't end up ending unless you eventually get bored of it. And it's great that Tetsuya Nomura has actually realized that yes, multiplayer adds that sense of in-game replay value onto the game, and he definitely feels like he wants players to come back and continue to play Kingdom Hearts 3, so that is really good. Now the thing is with Kingdom Hearts, it's never really been a game where it's had multiplayer. In fact, the most ambitious multiplayer experience for Kingdom Hearts would have to be, of course, Birth by Sleep. And Birth by Sleep, might I say, had an awesome multiplayer experience for what it was. And that, of course, was the Mirage Arena. So the Mirage Arena in Birth by Sleep was this, sort of single world that you could go to, you could connect online, and you could play, with your friends and stuff like that. And this was like surviving together in the arena, and you had all these different arenas, so there was that cooperative online experience. Then there was also the competitive, in like Rumble Racing and the command board, and of course, even Keyblade dueling and Keyblade battling, between each other. So it had that cooperative, multiplayer experience, which was awesome. And then on top of that, it also had that competitive. So whether you're into co-op or compet, it was great and it suited well. And of course, it wasn't just this one mode. You could choose arena, racing, sort of this mini game command board, or actual competitive, sort of PvP in a sense. And I just feel like the Mirage Arena is exactly the sort of multiplayer that Kingdom Hearts sort of needs. It doesn't really need a whole Call of Duty, mode and stuff, and I don't believe it needs a extremely in-depth multiplayer where you can sort of, like, I suppose you could say, you get different ranks and stuff like that. I mean, to some extent, that aspect would be cool, but I just don't really know how they'll go around doing that. And in my honest opinion, I would definitely prefer, Square Enix to sit down and focus, more on the single player experience than the multiplayer. But however, in the end, if we end up receiving a multiplayer sort of, I suppose you could say like mode or something for Kingdom Hearts 3, I think it'll be more of a bonus than anything. Like I mentioned, I don't want them to completely focus on multiplayer. I want the single player experience to be definitive and awesome. So Yeah, but it is really cool to see that Tetsuya Nomura is definitely considering a multiplayer aspect. I would like one because I would be able to, you know, I'd love to be able to like sit down and play with some of you guys on Kingdom Hearts 3, make a series out of it, you know, like playing with viewers or something. And that's ultimately what I wanted to do with 2.5. I wanted to do that, you know, versing viewers or playing with viewers on 2.5 and Birth by Sleep in the Mirage Arena. But of course, we got the news that the Mirage Arena on 2.5 wasn't going to be online, which absolutely sucked so bad. So anyway, yeah, if multiplayer comes back to Kingdom Hearts 3, I think something like the Mirage Arena would be absolutely perfect. You know, updated a bit, make it a little bit more awesome. But on top of that, I mean, just the Mirage Arena was just perfect. So yeah, otherwise guys, that is some news right there. It's pretty exciting stuff. Do you want a multiplayer sort of component in Kingdom Hearts 3 to come back and add some extra replay value onto the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like this video if you guys enjoyed, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.